Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Discussing the Universe.
With Drake.
And Ty. And today our topic is performance anxiety. Drake,
Wow.
would you like to start us off? Or?
Sure. You know, a lot of people, social anxiety, like specifically public speaking, is one of the biggest, fears. I think, it ranked really high up on the fear charts of most people, is public speaking.
That is true.
So, this is a very common thing we're dealing with here. All right?
Yep.
See, me and Ty, we are connoisseurs of the dramatic arts.
We are theater kids, and but it's still funny because our teacher, California Teacher of the Year.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke, actually. He is California Teacher of the Year, Mr. Guy Myers. You can search him up if you want. He's really cool. And yeah. But basically, he had us do these monologues in our play production class. And I remember doing them. They were a few months back, and we're only just watching them now, like in the past month or so. And and it was finally my turn to come up, and he was like, "We're gonna do monologues today." And every single time he said that beforehand, I was like, "Oh God, is it my turn?" And then it wasn't my turn that day, and so it became a Boy Who Cried Wolf situation. And then so he was like, "We're gonna watch some monologues," and I'm like, "Oh, who are we watching?" And then he was like, "The first one we have is Ty," and I'm like, "Oh God." Oh no!
See, I did the big brain move of going early. I went third out of everybody, so I could just get it out of the way.
Dude, I was like, I felt like maybe doing that, but then I was like, well, I don't want to I don't want to set a bar, like a low bar, and then everybody can just trample
No, but yours is really good though. That's what I'm saying.
Mine were
really
mine were wacky though.
Okay, your dramatic one was.
It was a little short.
Fine.
Yeah.
It was a bit too.
It was short. And
but the comedic one you did.
The comedic
that was funny.
The reason, I did audience, I did Macbeth's tomorrow speech from Macbeth. I didn't have
it's from Hamlet, you liar.
I didn't have it fully memorized.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shame.
And I stayed after class. I asked him. I was like, "Yo, teach, did you realize, or did you see that I didn't have it fully memorized?" And he was like, "I didn't, but now I know." And I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said anything."
See, that's why you shouldn't doubt yourself. That's one of the
messages we're sending you on the podcast.
Stop doubting your abilities to speak. You've been doing it your entire life. Come on, you just gotta believe in yourself. It sounds corny and dumb, but it's also
corny and
very
dumb.
True.
Yeah, corny and dumb is. It's funny because it's correct.
It has to come from somewhere, okay? The whole stereotype.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, but after he said that, I was like, "Oh," and he was like, "But you played it off really well," and I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
And for my comedic one, I did something Weird Al wrote from Albuquerque, and I
Albuquerque, get it because
Al, but yes,
Al.
Oh my God. That one I was like, "Oh, this one's gonna blow the socks off of people, with literal dynamite." And it did, and it was hilarious because he selected the comedy one first, and I was like, "Actually, can we do a Shakespearean one, since that's the one that's worse?" Of course, I didn't say that's the one that's worse, but
yeah.
But I knew, and he probably knew. But yeah,
mine were. I don't even remember what mine were. It was so long ago as I don't remember what it was. I'll be honest. I super rushed it. I waited until last minute. I'm a huge procrastinator. And Mr. Myers, please don't be listening. Can you just skip forward 30 seconds right now?
30 seconds.
Okay, so I literally memorized it and recorded it on the same day.
What?
Both of them.
What?
So yeah.
Well, okay. I know you did really well though. I just don't remember what you did.
I did one thing from Hamlet, which I haven't seen Hamlet, so I had
you
to
don't even know
what I was talking.
God.
I had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh my God!
Has it been 30 seconds? Hey, Mr. Myers, I did really well memorizing my plays and my monologues. It was very cool. It was I'm such a good student.
Truly the most studious of us all.
Yes.
But yeah, I was like agonizing over it because I was like, oh man, I respect these people. I want to do a good job to impress them. And I like when I ran out of time and I was like, oh dang, this is all I have, you know, and I was so scared. And I was like, oh God, this is horrible. I don't like it. And then people liked it, and I was like, oh, phew. But yeah, that was
happens to a lot of people.
That was just performance anxiety.
Yeah, it's just like they're like, oh no, it's gonna be so bad, and then they do it, and they're like, okay, that was fine, and it's like jumping into cold water. Like I'm fine with cold water, but like
what?
It's the nervousness of like getting into like.
Oh, you mean like diving into like cold water, right?
No, just getting in general.
Oh, just getting in general.
How many times have you been in like relatively cold water? I mean, we live in California, so our beaches are the freaking Pacific, so they're like super warm.
Yeah, we're chilling. But like I don't like getting drenched.
Let's talk about performance anxiety and messing up your words.
Yeah, we could talk about that, but like I don't particularly like getting drenched in cold water because
no, but it's just like I
understand. I understand the metaphor though.
Swimming in like a lake or something, and it's really cold.
Well, I mean, I have been in the holy land of Canada.
I mean, don't jump into super cold water because then you'll go into shock. Do not follow my advice.
Do not dive into an ice lake without proper insulation.
I have not dived into an ice lake before. No.
You have not dove?
I don't know. Okay, is it hung or hanged? Okay, it's both for some reason. I don't know. Don't even ask me.
I think hang. You know what?
No. Hang is often the proper word.
That is actually what
it's really dumb.
Well,
so anyways,
yeah.
Speaking skills. We were talking about earlier. I'm not the best at it. I stutter quite a lot.
Even though our
now I'm thinking about it right now.
Except when we do the podcast in which we have
except when we do the podcast in which every one of our syllable of my voice is perfection.
The diction is headphone users. The diction is perfect. We perfectly enunciate our words.
Always remember to enunciate your words. Words.
But yeah.
Always remember.
Oh my god, the bit is dead.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I killed it, okay? I didn't mean to.
How dare you? Anyway. But yeah, it's just I feel like if you're on like the mic, right, alone, as long as you speak confidently and don't have like this like a shakiness in your voice, and
yeah. I can't tell if that was intentional or not.
No, it wasn't. Oh my god. How do I go from perfectly supreme, confident God to,
Because that's just how some people are.
That actually is how some people are. That's true. I have seen you in action. Both good and bad.
Wow.
That was me. I'm sorry.
So offensive. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Once again, Ty brings down the whole mood of the podcast.
Wow.
It should just be Drake discusses the universe. It's just me talking alone for an hour.
That is absolutely wow. Incredible. But yeah, I feel like as long as you speak confidently and, you don't have that shakiness in your voice, it's like people will listen to you. Like, people will be like, wow, this person knows what they're talking about.
It's like the funny Scatman song.
Skibbity bum bada.
That's not the funny Scatman song, no. No, but do you know the story behind the Scatman song?
I have no idea. Please indulge me.
Okay, if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's literally the person who sings Scatman's World, the aforementioned Scatman, has a stutter. Like a really, really bad stutter. And the lyrics of the song are basically describing how it doesn't matter if you're bad at speaking. You can scat still. I can do it, so you can too.
Wow. Incredible. What a message.
Yeah. I'm calling out from Scatland. I'm calling. We were talking about something actually important.
It was no. It was stuttering. And that was just a quick little tangent. Yeah, I believe even with stutters though, like if you can make up for it with confidence, then it's like, you know, there's this.
Absolutely.
There is the perfect balance, but there's also like this area outside of the perfect balance where it can be like, it's like, you know, like a leader. It's like,
yeah,
they will listen. The masses will listen.
To make sure I was actually recording. For a second, I was like, "Did I press record?" I did. I pressed record.
I hope you did. Yeah, that would be good.
That would have been really bad. That would have been really bad.
We've been recording for 10 minutes already.
Yes, it's very good. We are doing a very good job at speaking about speaking.
Indeed.
I mean, that's technically this entire podcast is just one big improv thing.
Yeah, actually.
We tricked you, discussioneers. You've been listening to our improv.
It's been a lie.
This whole time.
Speaking of improv, actually, improv and performance anxiety are a wacky mix, because sometimes when I'm doing improv, or when I was doing improv in the old days, sometimes
we still have improv club, right?
I know, but now I'm like busy on Mondays, and I'm just like,
no, you're not.
Yeah,
just make time.
Fine, I'll just, you know, hey Kronos, could you extend you know, Monday?
Yes, exactly. You have that power. Some people say, oh, you shouldn't abuse power. That's for
like I shouldn't.
We're cowards.
Fine. I'll do it later.
me releasing all the nuclear launch codes on Twitter after I become president.
Guys, post them on Twitter. Oh my god. Yeah, but like back in the old days when we still got up on stage to do improv, sometimes I could totally just like forget about, you know, being anxious and just not care and go loose with it.
Oh no! Sometimes I think not to brag or anything. I think I'm pretty good at improv. Okay, but sometimes I just get caught up on like something and I just can't function. Like my brain just stops and I'm like,
yeah. It's like when I'm like that, I need like I need the other person in the scene I'm doing improv with.
I cannot do improv by myself. Which is why I've always been super
bad
at like solo imposter and Among Us. Is because I just can't do it. I need someone to work off of.
Yeah.
To actually like effectively
I need someone to ground me. That's why when we're imposters together, we always just eliminate the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time since that's happened. Anyway. I haven't had a complete lobby destruction in a while.
Yeah, if you have played Among Us before, you have done improv before.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. If you've ever done that. I've always liked those
lying
games.
Is just improv with stakes.
Where you just have... You're right, though. You're actually right.
That's a good joke that I just made up. Like improv.
Look at that. Congratulations. Congratulations.
But yeah, you know, sometimes just I can forget about what people are like thinking, and then I can just go. And I feel like those are my best performances in improv club.
Definitely.
And you know, sometimes I'll care about what the audience their audience's opinion of me, and then I'll be like off a bit, and then it's just like it's not going to work. So I think it's like it's a mix of just not caring about what the audience thinks of you, and being careful with what the audience thinks of you.
You know what's the worst part? When you make like a joke and then just
nobody laughs.
Only like a chuckle or like nothing.
I hate it when that happens.
And you're like you're thinking of it in your head, and then you say it out loud, like, this is the greatest thing I've ever said.
It's the most well constructed joke I've ever created, and then it's like
nobody laughs at it. It's like, okay, I see. Yeah.
Good joke. And then sometimes they'll say something random, and then the entire class explodes, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Like I remember in French class, my brain was just like off that day, and the teacher said something, and I guess I like burned her back, and then like everybody was like laughing, and I literally missed what I said. I was like, you know, she was like blah 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 something something something. I say like my sarcastic retort, and then everyone's like ha 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 Ty, that was so funny, and like my brain comes back and it's like, wait, what did I do?
What I do? It's like you just admitted to several war crimes. You're going to jail.
Guys, my brain was off. I didn't
guys,
mean to.
No, I didn't actually mean to. Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisies.
Yeah. But, like, it's so odd when that happens, because I'm just like, but guys, I can do well-constructed comedy, and then random funny joke insert here.
The other thing that's, like, really bad is, you know, the whole, you say a joke, and then someone else says it slightly louder to their other friends, and, like, that's so funny. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, that's my original joke that I made up myself.
That was my joke, guys. And then, like, nobody cares because they're still laughing at the joke.
Or also, it's just like, it's at the point where it's like, yeah, okay.
That's
it's weird. It's a weird reaction. It's like if you tell someone that, like, it's mine, it's like, okay. Like, I don't think they care because, like, someone else said it to them.
Yeah, I can see that. But, like, there are those, like, mega ultra, like, altruistic individuals who are like, actually that was his joke. I was just laughing at it. You know, laughing because of the joke, not like at the joke itself.
Yeah.
Right. And then to those people, I'm like, thank you. Because like then everybody's still laughing, but then you have the credit.
Yeah. You have something. You have something to latch on to.
Something to hold on to your sanity.
And it's the worst when it's like the most popular kid in like the class.
Oh my god!
It's like, but that's mine. It's mine. We stand here amidst my achievement, not yours.
Yeah, when they have the social high ground and they say the joke, there's nothing you can do because then it's just
us
like,
losers can do.
Well, I mean, in French class, like I evolved, like first year of French, like I was like the quiet child and I didn't really say anything. But then second year, I socially evolved and I became my second form, and then I was like the top guy. But I never.
But is this your final form, Tad?
This is not my final form. I still have a lot.
I
still have more to do. Yeah, but yeah, like I never really I never really repeated jokes. Like I was like, you know, haha, that joke is so funny. You know, it's like I'll repeat it like to myself. You know.
Yeah.
And like not necessarily in my head, I guess, but like whenever I repeated a joke like that, like nobody laughed at my telling of the joke. It was still on the hype of the joke being told.
Yeah.
So you know, I feel like I can still be respected even though I have repeated joke before.
No, definitely. Isn't that just like the entirety of meme culture?
That is true. That is the entirety of meme culture. Because it's like, haha, guys, I made a meme. Joke's on you. That is my meme now.
That's mine now. In like previous drama classes, I would always try and like be one of the top of the top people, because I always felt like I have to make some sort of impact on people. All right. The problem is in Play Pro, like right now, Play Production, basically Drama 3. For the people unacquainted,
advanced drama, kind of
advanced drama.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of stuck in this weird area where it's like I'm kind of just chilling there because we're on online classes now and it sucks.
I want to.
I want to make the only way I can make an impact on people is if I'm like in person, but I can't do that, and it makes me very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's because you weren't in Play Pro like last year. Because the juniors and sophomores last year are in it again this year, myself included, and we already chat and talk and stuff. So it's like, you know, the new people are kind of just like screwed over when it comes. And
the problem with like this is that I said I'm bad at monologues. I work better when I'm working off with someone. The problem is with this online class is that it's all monologues technically.
We need to put headphone warnings in here. Oh my god.
No, we don't. Yes, it's not that loud. It's not that loud.
It is for me, so I'll put it. Fine, whatever.
Shh. Hey guys, welcome to my ASMR.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, it's over.
Welcome to the.
That's it.
Discussing the Universe with Drake and Ty. With ASMR segment.
It's the ASMR segment. The world famous ASMR segment.
Yes. So today we will be discussing performance anxiety again.
It's really anxious when you have to whisper all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, story time. It was the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime, performed at high school, and And I remember it was the first like drama performance I would ever be in at the school, like on stage and stuff for everyone who bought a ticket or illegally saw it, I guess, by sneaking in. But
actually, not many people do that.
Not many people do that.
As far as I know.
As far as I know, too. Yeah, who truly knows? But but like I remember being so on edge. I was like I was just like so many emotions kind of just flying through my head because I like, you know, like questions where it was like, oh God, am I going to screw this up? And then the giant like figure of self-doubt that I knew was standing behind me, but if I turned around it wouldn't be there because it just constantly is behind me, grasping at the back of my head.
Well, it's stop against the wall, you idiot.
No, it can phase.
But
like it just like it was holding my shoulders and it was like shaking me. It was like and whispering to me. It was like, Ty, what if they don't like you? What if you go up there and they boo? What happens if
the monster was right? Nobody likes me.
Wow. Wow. And you say I destroy the mood of the podcast.
No, you see, no, because I need someone to work off with. Otherwise, it would just be a monologue. That's the purpose here, Ty. I got to work off someone.
We work off each other. That's the way the dynamic works. But you don't gotta destroy me that.
No, it's called lying. You see?
The secret ancient technique known as lying.
Lying to each other.
But yeah, just like it was telling me these things, and I was like, just my heartbeat was like, time to go super fast.
Bro, you had like 2 lines in Curious Incident. I don't know why you're so worried about it.
No, because I remember the fear, and just like, you know, people remember just how much fear and the pain that comes with that, because it's like your heart is irregular, like your breathing is heavy and you're shaking, and it's like, oh my God, I might literally die. Well, obviously I didn't die, and like when you perform the lines and the actions and like all the stage directions, you've rehearsed them thousands of times, if not physically in your head, and it's just like, you know what to do. But if you make a mistake, the voice only gets stronger, but the show must go on. And I remember kind of messing up a bit and I'm kind of tripping, and I was like, I hope nobody saw that. And the seniors didn't help either, because they were like, yeah, last year when I kind of screwed up on stage, he was furious, and he came backstage at intermission, and I was like, don't tell me this. Tell me after.
Yeah, why would they freaking fear mongering? What the heck? Emotional war crime.
I was so just like, and you know, luckily, people were like, "Oh my God, Ty, you did absolutely fine. There was no problems with your performance at all. It was great." And I was like, "Are you sure, though?" And yeah, like that's basically just my story of my performance anxiety before the Curious Incident, because it was just like, it can be described as the letter A repeated 500 times in bold.
Today's episode of Discussing the Universe with Drake and Ty is
sponsored by the
letter A.
That's my story. You can tell if you're totally just a cool cucumber and didn't have any performance anxiety before your shows.
No, pretty much every single time I've ever done something on stage, I've been like, wait a second, can I actually do this? It's honestly mostly just memorization. I'm not the greatest at memorization. So I'll go up, and then I'll go on stage, and then I won't be able to. So I'll like be practicing over and over and over and over again before I go up. And then if I forget like a single line, I'm just like, I'm panicking, and then I think of just something else to say like as a substitute, and then just kind of move on with it to what I do remember. And sometimes people will be like, "Wow, I didn't notice it. I thought it was just you like in the scene thinking of what to say next naturally." I'm like, yes.
That's exactly the plan. That was exactly what I was doing. Yes, absolutely correct.
And it feels every single second that you spend not speaking on stage feels like forever when you've forgotten your next line. Just like, it extends it by like tenfold. It's
like
ridiculous.
this crawling feeling stabs up your back, and it's like, what's the line, Ty? You have to say something, Ty. And it's like time slows down, everything turns gray, and it's just like, but yeah, like for me though, when I forget a line, which usually doesn't happen because I'm like a robot and I just memorize everything as best as I can. But in those rare moments where I do, that's exactly what happens. Because it's just like, yes, what is my line? And I have to like switch personalities almost from like robot memorized lines to quick improv personality.
Yeah.
Just so I could get something out and then go back to robot. Which is surprisingly difficult to do. But
it sounds difficult.
It was. But but yeah.
The worst part about like the monologues I just did, well, I didn't just do them. It was a while ago. But was that like I know I can do way better is the thing.
Same.
It's that like I just needed, even though I had tons of time, I just needed some direction. I feel like I needed to do one performance and have Mr. Myers just go like, okay, here's some tips, and then I'd be like, thank you, Mr. Myers, and then I'd actually be able to think I could do good. But also, I'm really bad at picking out monologues. Like
oh my god, yeah.
Super bad.
I feel like I was like brushed by like luck itself when I found Albuquerque.
No, definitely. That was really good. I would want to do that kind of thing. That's
it's
the kind
such
of
a
thing
good monologue, dude. Like, you know what? I might post it and like and put it in iCard time. iCarly, let's go. But yeah, I'll put it in the description and
welcome to Disgusting Universe of Drake and Ty. Today's episode, iCarly.
I never saw iCarly.
I've seen a bit of it.
What's the lore?
With iCarly.
Grant knows. Oh wow. Oh, okay.
I might be confusing people, but Grant, if you're watching this, he's not watching this. It's you, right? I'm just gonna take your silence as a yes.
Yeah,
okay.
we could force him to watch it. We could just ping him every 20 seconds, like set up a robot that copy pastes the link and says at Grant, watch the thing. But
I need people to give me stuff that they think is like, oh, I would like you to perform this, and not be like, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, honestly, I was totally debating asking Eli, like, hey, do you know any like really good Shakespearean monologues I could do? Because like you need to submit audition tapes for application to UC. UC's, and I'm just like, okay, well I have Albuquerque, which is hilarious, so that one is a definite yes. I just need to redo it because my hair was like bad and also my clothing was bad. But yeah, I just know nothing for Shakespeare. I'm just like,
Shakespeare is like, okay, so
I wish I could ask him myself.
You know, I don't think the best character choice for you is the person I picked or whatever. I was like, cool. Could you please give me one that I would be good at? Because I have no idea.
I don't know who I relate to in Hamlet the most. Please tell me.
I'm also just not the best at understanding Shakespeare out of anyone.
That's important.
So
yeah.
So I will read through it or like watch it, and I'll be like, I understood most of that, but I can only remember like a few characters, and so I'll be like, what monologue should I do from that? And then I go like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just picking monologues. You either get lucky or you spend hours researching. I did both.
Also, most like contemporary comedies are not the style of humor I usually go with. You got really lucky and found that one that really works,
dude. Like, oh my god, like that one, Mr. Myers. He was like, that just seemed so Thai, and I was like, it really did.
Yeah, good. Please, somebody give me something. Okay.
Like I want to like perform my monologue the same way a stand-up comedian would without having to do the stand-up comedian's entire performance.
Being a stand-up comedian sounds like super difficult, and also due to the fact that like me, I mean, I'm not that old. I'm not like, oh, I've experienced so much in my lifetime, but
Yes.
I have not gone through a lot. I'll admit.
Yeah, stand-up comedians, they've been out places. Like, what?
When people ask me like stories and stuff, I'm like, I don't have much. I have like maybe 2, and other than that, like I can remember I've had a lot of like funny moments throughout my life, but I've just like forgotten them, which is really sad because they're often just like a singular moment that can't take up an entire stand-up section.
Yeah,
it's like someone will say a single joke, and then boom, I forget the joke at like the day afterwards.
Eventually, you'll live enough life where you can stitch together enough funny moments to create a solid stand-up comedy routine.
Me going up on stage in a stand-up comedy routine and proceeding to just recap the entirety of my life until someone laughs.
Day 1, birth. Nothing happened.
Day 2.
Day 2, yes. It's like such a long.
What is my first memory? Have we discussed this already?
No, we have never discussed first
What is your
memories.
first memory, Ty?
Oh my god, my first memory was not was because that would imply I forgot it. But oh man, my first memory is going to Japan, and it was my first day of elementary school in Japan, and I remember walking into the classroom and saying and then like being all like hi in English.
Oh.
and then I realized like, oh shoot, I did that wrong. But I was a kid, so I was like, oop. And then I did in Japanese, and then people lost their minds because it was like, what? A bilingual speaker here?
Impossible.
And then my first one was like, wow, okay, that's a little foggy. But then later in that day, they do lunch differently over in Japan, where it's like everybody gets the same lunch. And day, the first day was melon slices, and I ate my melon slices all the way down to the skin. And then my teacher was like, look at how efficient Ty is. All of you have
efficiency of being of pure strength.
Yeah, and it's like, all of you have leftover melon. Be like Ty. And I'm like, teacher, please, I only ate the melon. I like melon.
I like watermelon. I eat watermelon like super far down to like the rind.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like I eat like the pink stuff on like the very end. I just eat it anyway.
I want to
only,
taste
white.
Pure water.
I want to taste that too. Some people will like leave the ending red, and I'm like, what? No.
That is
There's
inefficient.
There's a single piece of red left on the watermelon. What are you doing?
You know
what? My earliest memory is, I think because sometimes timelines can get like confused with like memories.
Yeah.
So I think though it was actually like a nightmare I had.
Oh.
Like when I was super young, like.
I mean, that makes sense that you'd remember it though, since it was
preschool age. Yeah, where it was basically
years.
like a bunch of cockroaches just came out of my bed.
Oh.
And it was super spooky.
Horrifying.
It was super spooky and scary.
What if your mom watches this podcast and is like, actually, that wasn't a nightmare. That was real.
What do you mean? Because there was a lot. It was like a ton.
It's like, yeah, that was real.
If that wasn't real, then that's okay. I'd actually rather not know that. Thank you very much.
That's true. Oh my god. Yeah, a bunch of cockroaches kind of just crawled over you when you were a child. Oh, that explains a lot.
It's like oh. Cockroaches are like actual demons, though.
Dude.
Like, they can stay alive through literally anything, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. I remember spraying one with like literal acid, and it just kept walking, and I was like, oh.
It's like, what?
That's
what is
fine.
this? And it's so weird. Like, do we fully understand how that works? Because it's not like, it's like, I guess it has an endoskeleton.
Their
it's just
bodies are resistant.
It's very thin.
Their bodies are resistant. They just have this certain compound on their skin is made out of some, or I guess exoskeleton is made out of some ridiculously tough like compound, and it's just like,
could I become the legendary cockroach man?
Do not become I will literally.
I want to become the cockroach man.
I will shove a nuke down your throat where it is
I'd
not
probably just
armor
call
plated.
myself the Roach because who decided on the name Cockroach? Who decided that? That's the weirdest.
You know what?
Name
let's not dive into that. Let's not dive into that.
Okay.
Because we'd be going down a dark path. I'm sure.
We've already gone down a dark path already.
Okay, you're right. But I don't feel like
We've
searching
been
that
doing this
up.
for 32 minutes.
I don't want the FBI to be like, why did he search that up? What are you afraid of in your search history where the FBI would be like,
I don't search up that weird of things. The most I guess embarrassing things would be like me searching up like a simple word. And
yes,
like, oh, that's how you spell it, or like, oh, that's what it means.
Simple word. Oh my god. Yeah, for me,
it's like, how do you spell though? What the heck?
For me, it would definitely be when I was like younger, and and it was like, I was searching up nuclear ions, and then I searched up where to get tritium-3. Looking back, it's not a smart decision. Luckily,
how to make a pipe bomb?
How to construct? No, but
hey Alexa, search how to make a pipe bomb.
Stop.
I really hope that my people out there
don't
are not listening with their headphones.
She who shall not be
Alexa.
named. But yeah, that's basically. Luckily, tritium-3 is extremely rare on Earth, but it is theorized that there is a bunch of it on the Moon due to solar radiation.
There are a bunch of diamonds on. Is it Neptune? Pluto? It's something. So the first person to get there becomes rich, but then if anyone else gets there, the value of a diamond
just drops.
Plummets.
Yep. Which I don't know which one's better. Which scenario is better? You know. Diamonds remain a luxury item, or
value just drop. I think it'd be really funny to see all these rich people with all these fancy diamond stuff suddenly just like be irrelevant.
Possible, like, alternate universe. What would be the equivalent then? Like, what would take diamonds' place as a luxury rich person item?
Ooh, I mean, probably just still gold.
Okay,
let's say gold and on. What's the next up?
Well, yeah. Let's just go. Let's just do away with like metals and crystals.
What's the most valuable like substance outside of like all the standard ones, like all the gemstones and silver and gold?
I think up next would be either rhino horns or elephant tusks.
Oh, so ivory.
Ivory. Oh, that is Which they're learning to make synthetically, which is good. I think they've actually figured it out already.
Too late because they're all dead now.
That is
congratulations, human race, you did it. You killed all the rhinos. Congratulations, they're all dead. Like, there's no joke anymore. The elephants are still alive, though. Why?
Elephants are still.
There's a lot less, but why do people go after rhinos? Oh, that's right, because elephants will kill you. I mean, so rhinos will kill you more.
A lot of things
can kill you. Elephants are way more dangerous than rhinos. Even though, like,
what's horrifying?
Don't look that bad, but
you know what's more horrifying? Hippos.
What?
Hippos are the true
hippopotami, which is the term. It might be hippopotamuses, but I think it's hippopotami.
Well, whatever.
Like cacti.
Hippos draw you in with their distracting, with their distracting plump body. They draw you in, and then they open their mouth, and it's just teeth.
Actually, what they do is they freaking sprint after you, and then they just kill you with one bite.
They just bite you in half, which they are completely capable of doing, which really, really horrifies me. Because, like, the amount of strength some animals have, it's like, oh, dear God, I see now.
Do you know the rules of the bears, Ty?
I do not. Indulge me. Which is the second time I've said that.
Okay, so let's just say, for survival purposes, when you see a bear coming at you, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Ty?
Where am I?
You're in the middle of the forest.
Forest?
Yeah, it's not a polar bear.
Is this a bear that can climb a tree?
All bears can climb trees.
But how fast can this bear climb a tree?
It's a bear. What do you just? Okay, let's just say it's a grizzly bear.
Well, I'd assume run, but since they can go at like 40 kilometers per hour, I die.
See, you would die in a situation like this. Okay,
I'd die. Die is the only answer.
if it's a black bear, okay. you gotta. I hope I'm not mixing this up. I really no. I'm not. I'm confident. I'm 100% confident in my abilities. If it's a black bear, what you gotta do is you gotta stand up to it. You gotta like threaten it. Like you have to like make yourself look big and imposing.
Oh, you want to make like an elephant mouse situation. I see.
Yeah. You gotta make yourself be like, I can handle you. Also, don't run because they can outrun you and catch you. Don't climb trees because they can climb trees and still catch you. For brown bears, you gotta play dead. There's no other option. And if it's a polar bear, you are going to die.
If it's a
there's no method to scare it off. There's nothing you can do. And if there's one of the babies around, there was no escape. There was no mercy. Pray that a helicopter comes down and like shoots it from the sky.
Yeah. I'd assume like maybe like a distraction would be to just like throw a fish at it and just like run.
It's probably going to see you as the more priority target because you're the one running.
Keep throwing fish. That is the only answer.
You just have an infinite supply of fish.
Bag of fish.
Shield, go!
Fish shield. It just keeps eating. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Actually, at that point, I ditch the bag of fish. You know? And then just like have it keep pouring out. So it just keeps eating fish.
We were talking about performance anxiety.
How did we get from performance anxiety to freaking polar bear?
Okay, well, yeah, this is a good place to call it.
I guess so. Yeah, we've been speaking for about 40 minutes, so that's always neat. Any last notes?
We should. If it's a panda bears are fine.
Pandas are non-hostile, even though they can eat and chomp at a ridiculous force.
Yeah. That's it. That's the last point.
Oh,
has been discussed. Wait, what? What do you want to say?
Maybe be brave. Stay wild.
Be brave, like against the black bear. Okay, this has been Discussing the Universe with Drake
and Ty.
And see you guys next time. Bye.
Well.